office. Does Disney care? I mean, as long as somebody's buying the movie, whether you're going to see it in a theater or at home.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
I'm Megan.
I'm Matt.
And you're watching The Night Owl. So, sorry guys, our last video that we did had no audio. I know some of you guys commented on that. So, we're going to try and talk about the same topics that we talked about last time. And we are streaming with Melon. It's amazing. I love the streaming service. And we don't have to worry about using Zoom anymore and having to, edit on or watch and stream low quality video, because even though I was using my camera, Matthew, sometimes the quality would get kind of like, and I had to actually export it to a higher level of format, which is hard. So we're using Melon, and hopefully we'll shout out to them because I really like using their service. And yeah, if you guys are new, I'm Megan.
I'm Matt.
And this is the Night Owl Chicago, an all-inclusive podcast that talks about music, art, and life, and everything in between. So yeah, now that we've upgraded our lives, we want to upgrade our topics, keep everything fresh for you guys. We're not going to talk about COVID. We're not going to talk about politics or religion. It's going to be fun. It's going to be light. It's going to be cool. I mean, some of them might be a little like gossipy, but it'll be fun. So nestlings, you are our nestlings. I found the word for our fans. Baby owls are nestlings, and you are our little babies. So sit tight, grab a snack, and let's get started. Matthew, you're first today. What did you have?
Well, I guess since the episode that was malfunctioning, no sound, what I had back then was I thought was very fun, right? Was the renewal of Netflix's show Sweet Tooth. If some of you can remember way back when I had spoken about that, I had broken, I think, a new rule that you and I had formed, that if we're going to invest our time into a series,
we have to make sure there's another season coming.
Better make sure there's more than one season's worth of it to invest in time, to make sure, right, you get past and invest in storylines
and also like the fact that 2020 was really hard for movies, because there are still movies that I've been finding that are only a season. So
movies. This is a TV series. A series, that's going to have multiple episodes in a story arc that you're kind of looking. And, some of them, we've had the rug pulled out from underneath us. And that's why we kind of came up with that rule. And there went ahead and broke it.
You were so upset, Matthew.
Every episode was, but they're going to redo it. So season 2, not redo it, but they're going to have season 2 of Sweet Tooth on Netflix. So very excited, very, very excited to kind of see where that story takes us.
Yeah, I love that.
If you don't remember, it was the kind of half breed, half animal, half kids, post-apocalyptic kind of world. Although it was probably a tweener type story.
I think it was for everyone.
I think it was for everybody too. Visually,
you liked it. And you're not a teen.
Yeah,
so I think it might actually been a little too dark for some children. It's a little traumatizing. A lot of adult issues that happen with this main character that it's hard for him to kind of, he's a young kid. So I think it reminds me a little bit of Avatar, just because like the half animal human hybrid kind of entity that exists. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you had told me that they filmed part of it or all of it during the quarantine, so it kind of fit in. I don't know. Well, that's what I had looked up on IMDb. That some of the filming had been during that show, so that's why sometimes they had only a few characters like at one time or at certain times. But it kind of fit into the narrative of, what if after COVID there's half-breed babies? Like they start, and it's because the earth is trying to replenish itself and like start with a new species. It's all about evolution, magic, and just plain human emotion. He and I cried, and he cries for the small things.
It was every episode. It was really good.
Yeah, so it was really good. What else you got?
kind of what you was watching. Well, for kind of our rewinding back, I see there has been more since when I had first spoken about that, and this was Bathgate. So apparently on some podcast, right, Mila and Ashton Kutcher had let it be known that they do not bathe their children every day, and apparently that sparked some huge controversy because since then we've seen a wave of, I would say, celebrity parents having weighing in. Other celebrities weighing in, and then it kind of gave this other question because most of the celebrities, let's face it, they kind of all have the same skin color as far as the people that are revealing they do not take baths every day.
I don't really take baths anymore. Like if I take baths, it's during the winter and I just want to soak.
Or showers or clean. Like
but if I
said,
shower, I think I only shower once or twice a week.
They admitted that they clean, folds and body parts, like kind of dermatologists suggest, but far as a full-blown shower, yeah, I mean, it's
just use some wet wipes.
Probably not that necessary. Yeah. And one reason, potentially some doctors believe why we've seen an increase in skin diseases over the years is because the number of harsh chemicals and soaps and the frequency at which we're using them. We're being told every day. Some people are 2 times a day. I think eventually, like, one celebrity weighed in, was it The Rock or somebody? He takes 2 showers a day.
What? Well, he's a big dude.
He's a big dude. You work
he probably
out.
He probably works out he probably does like 2 a days or whatever. But like, unless I'm walking around outside,
world problems. I will say that with that.
Well, and Ashton and Mila, I don't think they ever flex their wealth or flex their celebrity.
It was on a podcast that they did. It wasn't like, again, they were advertising or putting out commercials,
Mila and Ashton, come on our podcast. Let's do this because I have questions. I have lots of questions. But yeah, I think it's probably better because like you want the good bacteria on your skin.
Well, there's such a thing, right? As playing in the dirt and getting dirty.
Yeah, you gotta eat some sand.
Build that immune up. Yeah,
eat some sand, eat an earthworm, eat a bug.
Eat a bug.
I mean, you get curious when you're a kid. Put a whole handful of sand in your mouth. The worst that's gonna happen is you're gonna poop it out. It's okay.
You're gonna learn.
You gotta learn. Well, I have a story, and it is actually an LGBTQ based story, and it has to do with the Olympics as well. So, like I said it before, a lot of our analytics on our YouTube. Yes, we are on YouTube. These videos, live streaming on Facebook is just all raw, unedited. But on our YouTube channel, we do I edit everything and I add graphics or trailers or video or whatever the video needs. And I noticed on our analytics that LGBTQ and BLM and a lot of society-based topics are really popular. And we also now have almost 400 subscribers on YouTube, which is great. So thank you guys, especially the people that have already been listening to us for a year and you've just been tuning in, or if you're new, great. Subscribe to us, follow us, because we do this every Friday.
Every Friday.
We're here for you guys.
Most every Friday.
Well, yeah. I mean, I had a cold last week, so that's why I couldn't do it. But this one is SB Nation, and this is basically about these 2 Olympic medalists that confirm their love with this cute casual photo. So I'm going to share it on my screen so you can see it. Give me a second. I'm going to read the article first, and then you guys can see what they look like and everything. Let's see if we can find it here. Okay, so these 2, I think their names are Karis Artingstall, I'm bad with names, I'm sorry, and Lauren Price confirmed their relationship with this photo in an interview with BBC. So Lauren Price and Karis returned to Great Britain, both boxing medal winners at the Tokyo Summer Olympics. Now we know that they are also a couple and part of the team LGBTQ. On August 9th, the day after the end of the Summer Games, Artingstall posted a picture on Instagram of the 2 of them holding their medals, arms wrapped around another, with a caption about their home. So this is the quote that she said. Who would have thought that when we bought our first house together a couple of months ago, we'd be bringing back 2 Olympic medals to it, she wrote. On the same day, the BBC released an interview with Price in which she talked about their relationship at their home. We trained together, we lived together, Price said. We just bought a house a couple of months ago, and we never thought we'd be taking 2 Olympic medals back there.
Yeah, boy, that's amazing. 2 in one household.
Yeah. And then she said, as soon as we won them, the first thing I thought was, where are they going to go now? To be sure, it wasn't the first time the couple had posted photos of them, of the 2 of them. It left some wondering aloud if they were an LGBTQ couple. Some of the images looked like 2 teammates ready for the Olympics. Other images looked like maybe 2 friends having laughs on a trip to Gran Canaria Winter Pride. I'm trying to see if I can share this. How do I share this? I don't think I can actually share anything on here. Sorry, guys. I'll actually link the I'm gonna link the video in the chat here so you guys can click on it and look at them. So here. All right. So the link is in the chats, you guys. So you'll be able to click on it and see the pictures. So one of the Instagram photos, they're just like standing with their drinks, and they're in a house. They look like they're having fun. They're not holding hands or anything, but they're just standing casually. And Lauren Price says, must be said, I had a great crack with this one this week. And it says laugh emoji, rainbow emoji. We certainly let our hair down. All we did was laugh from start to finish. A little partying never hurts anyone after the year we've had. But back to business now, hitting the graft hard for a big 2020. Either way, it's been hard to say whether they were clearly out or not, as either of them have ever mentioned dating or owning a home together. Regardless, we now have got 2 more amazing medal-winning athletes to cheer for. Price won gold in Tokyo in the 69 to 75 kilogram category, while Arden Zal won bronze in the 54 to 57 kilogram weight class. Arden Zal serves in the British Army, and both have said that they hope to compete in the 2024 Paris Summer Olympic Games. So I guess that's where the next one's going to be, is going to be in Paris, right? So 2024. So if you guys click on the link in there, you'll be able to see their photos. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, I don't use rainbow emojis. I can, because I am in the LGBTQ community, but you could still use it just to use it, right? Sometimes emojis are just cool looking and you just want to use them just for added flair. But I mean, it also, like, does it matter if they're out, or if they're a couple, or if they're out there hustling, they're out there, they're athletes, they're professional athletes. They do what most people can't do. So whether they want people to know that they're out, or a couple, or not a couple, or just gay, or living in a house, who cares? Like, it's great that they are. I'm very happy, and I'm glad that they've had tons of support, because, like I said, it's 2021. Like, gender's fluid, sexuality's fluid. I mean, Demi Lovato thinks she might be identifying as trans, and she was identifying as non-binary. So, like, who are we to judge people, right? Who are we to say that you aren't what you think you are, identify as? So I thought that was a great story, though, because I do love, you talked about the football player that came out, and he didn't do it for himself. He did do it for, or he did it for himself, but he also wanted people to be aware of of the fact that like we should love everybody, we should be accepting of everybody, and we should look at people as humans, not just what they do, what car they drive, what clothes they wear, just who they are inside, their personality and their morals. Definitely morals, you guys. Don't want to have bad morals. So what else did you have today? Do you have any other topics you want to talk about?
No, since we're trying to keep away from the other stuff, probably not. Yeah.
Well, you can bring one up. It's fine.
No, we can updating because I need to look up the one thing. But just that apparently, you know, like I just said, we're things are getting kind of canceled and
yeah, everything's getting canceled now. I'm pretty sure Riot Fest was still happening, but maybe I'm wrong. Lollapalooza did happen, and that was a shit show. The photos, it was like people were playing Where's Waldo in the crowd to find people wearing masks, and like I posted.
Again, they didn't have to at that time, and as long as they could kind of prove, although I think that's
a lot of
people.
You
could argue to say that they may not have been the most strictest on what they were checking for or looking for. But no, here we are. It looks like, you know, I kind of noticed good old Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails. I think a lot of people were excited to kind of see that band. I think they even played at Lollapalooza. They were scheduled to play a pretty big kind of hard rock metal event here later this year. And they are bowing out for the rest of the year.
But you know what? They're older. They might already have underlying issues. Or they just want to be. They just want to take.
So to put it on that spectrum, it's interesting
measures.
You bring that up because then now I see the South Korean pop band BTS is also putting the rest of 2021 tour on hold.
Oops.
Okay.
Well.
Anything than that? Because
I'm not a big.
I mean, I was going to look up because I also see that Illinois is officially named a microbe. So that's something I think I'm going to look up here.
What does that mean?
Well, you know, like we have a state flower, a state bird, you know, maybe state cheese. I don't know. But they have officially come out with an official microbe.
Huh. Do you know what the microbe is?
I think it was lactopenicillin or something. That's why I didn't want to really.
I'm actually going to upload this video that I had. I'm going to let you guys watch it. If you want to. This is going to be. Okay, so this will be for the outro. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think
penicillin Rubens.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, because basically the antibiotic penicillin was designated the state microbe because I think it was further developed kind of here, so they celebrated that.
So what is it? Do we know what it does?
Penicillin.
Oh, it's so it's a new. So that's. Do you think that our bodies have actually become resistant to some penicillin, or do you think it's just like
our bodies? No, some microbes have become resistant to penicillin.
Oh, okay. So that's why you need to make sure that
there's at least more than 5 different, I think, bacteria strains or virus strains out there that if you get them, well, bacteria because it's antibiotic, right?
Yeah.
There is no cure. You will remain in a bubble in a hospital for the rest of your life, quarantined away from the rest of the world because there is no cure.
Oh my gosh.
And you are contagious.
You gotta, it's like all the Contagion movies or all the movies. It's like your eyes start bleeding and we have to throw you in.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's just the fact that it is normally a lethal disease of these, and there's no medicine because we've used so much antibiotics out there. But it's interesting, right? So the first one there, penicillin, there's a lot more, but penicillin the first, and we're going to celebrate it as our state microbe.
Oh my goodness. Well, I wonder what other states have what their microbes are.
I think we are one of the first to maybe the few to
Congratulations, Illinois. Congratulations.
Advancing science, right?
Yeah, we're not that dumb. Let's keep going with the science.
Maybe that's why we wanted to make that happen there.
Yeah, let's keep that up because you know what? We need more people like that. Those people are behind the scenes. So you don't see them in your hospitals or in your clinics or anything. They're up in the labs or up in the, nowheresville, and they're creating cures. It's amazing. And yeah, well, I guess that's going to be it for today. It's going to be the shortest on record, I think. I only picked one topic to talk about, but I will include more in the YouTube video, because I actually want to maybe do some investigating on interviews with these two Olympians. I did see some links for actual like YouTube videos, so I might include that in this video. So it'll just be beefed up a little bit, and a little surprise starring Will Ferrell. It might be in the beginning of this video. So stay tuned. I think I should be actually finished with it by Wednesday. So tune in on Wednesday on our YouTube channel, The Night Owl Chicago. It's all the same on every platform. And we have an Instagram now. So The Night Owl Chicago on Instagram. Please follow us. We need your support. We would love for you guys to follow us on there. I did bite the bullet, you guys. I'm never getting Twitter. We're not doing that. It's too much. You can tag celebrities,
though. Won't tweet, but we will gram.
Yes, we will gram. We will Facebook. We will YouTube. That's about it. That's all my brain can take.
All right. That's all we can do.
Yeah. So we want you guys to stay happy and stay healthy, and wear a goddamn mask. I'm Megan.
I'm Matt.
And you're watching
The Night Owl.